I am very excited for today. I think since might have been since the first or second character I made, I have been eagerly awaiting making Demon Slayer. It's one of my favorite classes in the game. Okay. It's so strange to me that you can make other colors of demons now. I can only see demons as the pale gray skin. Now, did I think of a name? I did not. I had a busy day and a busy week. I did not think of a name for a Demon Slayer. I've already used Bloody and Ravenous, but those two things describe Demon Slayer. Although Rage and Fury don't really describe Mist. Mist is like molecules in the air. You don't really describe that with emotions. It's closer to a thing rather than a being. Will the name go through first try? If I think of a name. The more characters I make, the harder this gets. If it at least gets me off this. Cruel. It's not something I would name for a main, but as these are all just alt characters, so long as it gets me past this screen, it'll do. And since these tutorial cutscenes are the exact same as Demon Adventure, I'm gonna skip them this time. Okay, then I start with the formalities, and that looks about right. Demon Slayer's default hair sure is something. I feel like female default Demon Slayer hair, it just looks like it lacks volume. Like if you get some sort of hat or decoration, it looks much better. But since we're playing Demon Slayer, one of the wonderful things about Demon Slayer is that it's a class that does not use mana, which means, and come to the Legion, ah yes, I can just dump this into strength. So now I have 75 strength and 14 attack from the Legion bonus. And I've got 40 strength here, 40 strength here, 213 strength at level 10. And just like Demon Avenger, we have Flight once more. And we have Demonic Blood, which gives us 100% power stance from the get-go. Never have to worry about being knocked back by anything. Well, except for special boss super pushes, but I won't be worrying about those since I'm not doing any bossing on this character. And then there's Curse of Fury, which is a little hard to talk about. It's a lot of text that doesn't really matter, but all these skills are grayed out, and it demands that you take a point to Demon Lash first. And Demon Lash, simply put, is your basic attack. Love Demon Lash. And then we have the passives of speed, health, and attack speed. And I probably want attack speed as fast as possible because Grim Scythe is not that good. I can put a point into it to show you what Grim Scythe does, but it's not that good. Oh, Tao's Spirit is already here? Most impressive. Actually, I probably want Shadow Swiftness first. Oh, I'm not used to this attack speed being so slow. Oh, does it want me to specifically kill one with the Grim Scythe? Yeah, it does. There's a quest bubble. So, the big reason why Grim Scythe is not that good is because the DPS it does is really small. It's actually lower than Demon Lash, which is just your basic auto combo. And it also holds you in place. You can't move while doing this. And the biggest reason why I want to follow all these little Grim Scythe quests that's putting me through is because I don't like light bulbs that sit above my head. That's about the only reason why I'm doing that. So, I think I would prefer to go to golems right now. I'm gonna put some points into this. Just that way I have attack speed. How long will this book last? This book will not last, so I need to use it on Demon Slayer. Which is unfortunate, because Demon Slayer is easy enough, and it only has to go to 120, but Alas, we do need it. Gotta use it or lose it. There we go. Oh, and Ty is here. Here we go. You know, if I use a 2x card during this, you might see a double level up. %, almost. Using the explosion from 1 level up, I got 92% of the next level. Okay, let's max out the speed. And max out the attack speed. There, those should be the only stats I need for first job. Die, elite mob. You are nothing here. So if ever you wanted to see a speed run to level 120, this is the character. Because, sadly, for how much I like Demon Slayer, it does not go to 140. Because though it has a great Link skill, it has a terrible Legion. And I love the weird hitbox of this auto combo. The first 2 hits are kind of like forward needle hitboxes, but the third hit, it has like a large sweeping upward arc and it reaches way above you, and the fourth hit kind of extends forward. And said auto combo doesn't waste any mana because there is no mana to waste. In fact, one of the reasons why I really like Demon Slayer is that the auto combo refills the resource, which is, the resource is called Fury, and it doesn't refill it like Kinesis, you know, 1 point per attack. No, you get orbs. You get these cool orbs, and I believe you get 1 orb per attack on a monster and 1 per kill. So you can kind of see just how many orbs I'm getting and get a sense of how fast I would be gaining them if I needed to use them. Currently I don't have anything to spend my Fury on, so you'll see me sitting at 30 out of 30 Fury for quite some time. Based on how fast Thunderbreaker was, if we blink you might hit 120 on the Demon Slayer. I just might. How long can you keep your eyes open? Demon Slayer might not be so bad if you do it this fast. What do you mean so bad? Demon Slayer is my favorite on this list to level up. Wait, is there any way I can do this in 1 hit? Wow. Not quite. I think if I could hit the elite mob with only the last hit of my combo, it would one-shot. Pinball? It's up. And this is the beginning. And this is the end. Alright. Job advance. It's the Strange Beast, which is the same exact job quest as Demon Avenger. And I already covered that in a video. When you see a strange cat, you beat it up. Bigger health bar, more Demon Lash. Max this. Contract with Mastima. Second job. Then we get Barbed Lash, which is just a slightly stronger Demon Lash. I don't know if it's bigger, but it's stronger. I want Dark Thrust, and I want Chaos Lock, and I guess Soul Eater, because Soul Eater is actually pretty good. Soul Eater just hits really fast, that's what I remember. Well, let's go to Savage Terminal, since that worked last time. Somebody said this map last time. No, this map is not better. Okay, Stray Dog Alley 2. Sa. New skills we have are very simple, and I love simple skills. Dark Thrust is a push skill. It just groups the enemies up so that I can hit them better, which is great when I'm not one-shotting. And Chaos Lock is an interesting skill that blinks me to any target in the area, which makes it a little hard to control. I don't know exactly what it prioritizes, but it vaguely prioritizes something close to you. Not always though, as you see that one just went across the map. But it will always take you to a target. So it's not always efficient to train like this. But if, for example, you like clear a corner of the map and you know there's nothing else near you, you can press it and just kind of see where you go. But for the most part, I won't actually be using this skill because it's very unpredictable. Although the skill is great for bosses like Lotus or Lucid when you need to blink past certain death in bosses, and you just press this button and you just appear right next to the boss. Assuming there are no other monsters on the map, because if there are other monsters, the skill once again gets unpredictable. 5 flying robot mobs hovering in the air inside the laser or a stationary boss. I'll take my chances. Up. The day you do that exact gamble and survive is the day you go for 22 stars. No, it's easy. You just kill all the mobs on screen and then you chaos lock forward. Because in Lotus, the mobs have respawn timers. So you just, like, blast out all the ads and then just chaos lock toward Lotus. Oh yeah, I guess I never showed what Soul Eater does, but I won't really be using it unless an elite mob appears. I'm gonna max Weapon Mastery. And I guess Physical Training. Since I would have liked to max Outrage, but I don't like leaving skills halfway. Just preference on my part. I like to take them from 0 to max. Or 1 to max in a lot of cases. I have very little gambling addiction habits in this game. I have like 3 bill to decide. Cube. Stop at 1.5 bill. That's kind of what I do. I always just hoard money and just like never spend. Eat this echo? Oh, an echo from Rumi. Thank you. Oh, my dark thrust almost kills 1 shot now. Also, I think we can go up to Hazard's cronies now. I'm gonna put 1 point into this just because it gives me a lot of flat attack at level 1. Wait, I just realized what I haven't done yet. No link skills. This class does that much damage without link skills. Phantom Instinct, Keen Edge, Elementalism, Wild Rage, Cygnus Blessing, Judgment, Tides of Battle, Rune Persistence, Combo Kill Blessing, Solace, Elven Blessing, and Demon Slayer's link skill is 10% boss damage. Yeah, that's double damage right there. Yeah, now I can one-shot these mobs with Dark Thrust, which is only optimal for movement. So if I want to cover grounds horizontally, I can just Dark Thrust right through the enemies like so. Max Outrage, 50 attack. Here we go. Gosh, I love Demon Slayer. It just feels so fluid. I have a feeling the Demon Slayer video is going to be dangerously short. So let's see. I think we can go to Boars at level 50. Or 55. No, Boars are level 55, so we can go there at 45. Wow, that was a lot of numbers I said just now. I'm glad the last numbers were correct at least. And a rune has appeared. Although I'd like to go to Boars. I could take this rune and then go to Boars. Let's do that. I don't really need Vengeance. But I don't need anything else all the same. Sure. So, let's go to Boars. Yeah, the boars are level 55. So unfortunately I can't one-shot these just yet. It might be because I'm 10 levels below them. Maybe if an elite mob spawns ever, I can actually show off what Soul Eater looks like. It's another Fury skill that holds me in place when I use it, so it's not really worth my time to use it. Because when grinding for EXP, for the most part, you want to be in constant motion, so skills that make you stop moving are not really beneficial. I think I have... Yeah, I actually have all the pieces of the level 60 gear now. This does not count as an elite mob. This is not tanky enough. Look at that air control. I probably should go to the Inferno Den. And then I get an excuse to use Soul Eater. Or not. Instant Wolf. Optimal. Good morning, Jacob. How is your sleep schedule? Maybe I should open with that as a greeting, like, all the time. Good morning, how's your sleep schedule? Welcome. Welcome to the Bad Sleep Schedule Club. We do not provide sleep or naps, but we do provide free pizza. I wish my Demon Slash could hit up there. Also, I put a point into Vengeance. Actually, I think I maxed Vengeance and I never mentioned what it does. It's a very forgettable ability. Vengeance is a buff that's a lot like Aran's body pressure. It's just when things touch me, they take damage. However, it reflects... Unlike Aran's body pressure, Vengeance returns a percentage of the damage dealt. So when a boar walks into me for 40 damage, it returns like 160 damage, which is very minimal. Also, I finally get to show Soul Eater. See, it attacks pretty fast, and the hitbox is pretty long. But I can't just tap the skill, which is why I never use it on anything other than an elite mob. Because the fact that I have to sort of hold the skill to get it to start, it just takes a little too long. It's more worth my time to just fly over to something and go hit it. Because Demon Slayer mobility is pretty fast. And like, it's just so smooth, Demon Slayer movement. Oh, time to play Valorant? Good morning, welcome to Kyrie's Journey. How may I help you? I'll take a number. 1. My original name was stolen. Do you use your Legion for EXP? I would if I had it unlocked, but seeing as I do not have it unlocked, I kind of have no need for it right now. Well, I mean, I do have need for it, I just don't have it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's an MVP in this mega chat that's not an atmospheric buff. Oh no, this poor soul. Oh no. They think they're gonna help people, but it's gonna publicly shame themselves. This poor soul just trying to do a nice thing. Someone probably mentioned. Because thankfully the person smega like the item itself. So people like me who know the difference between an MVP buff and an MVP atmospheric buff. The point is, it won't inconvenience that many people because we can see that it's not an atmospheric buff. I went to one of those coupon smegas because I knew it was going to happen. So many came and the person gets berated. Yeah, that's what usually happens. Because you announce that you got something for people and they give you a moment of their time, and then it turns out you don't got something for them, and like 100-ish people just wasted 5 minutes. And like, it's 5 minutes, but also like, how do I put this? If you're on a highly contested training ground and you leave for 5 minutes and you come back and somebody else has taken your spot, you can like ask to have it back, but they're totally within their right to just say no. If for any reason you left that map, if your player character has left the map, you cannot lay claim to it anymore. But if you're like AFK in the map and somebody comes in and just like sees your AFK and they start killing some mobs and like you come back to your screen, you see like, somebody else is in my map and they're killing stuff. You can ask for it back and 9 times out of 10 they'll say, oh yeah, I saw you there, but like I thought you were AFK, so I just started going at it, you know. You can have it back. 9 times out of 10 they'll say that you can have it back. And the rare 1 out of 10 that does not let you have it back, it's pretty rude on their part. It's not like against the law, sort of rude, but like it's pretty rude. I don't know, there's a lot of nuance, but it's also very simple as to who owns the map. Just ask to party. And what about Polo and Frito and Wolf? It is the same thing. If you leave your training ground to go to like an Inferno Wolf, and during the 30 seconds that you were gone, somebody else comes into your map, and you come back saying like, hey, I was just in the wolf den. Can I have my map back? They're in their right to say no. They got there and they saw nobody else was there. They are allowed to take that map. I would say 50% of people, maybe like more, like 60 or 70% will just say like, sure, you can have the map back anyway. They'll be a little upset about it, but like, if you ask for the map back, like most of them will say like, okay, you can have it, but like they're totally within their right. If they came to the map and saw no one was there, they can have it. That's kind of how map ownership works. The maple etiquette. No, maple etiquette, it's a beautiful thing. Also, I'm gonna be up here because the person giving the MVP is usually up here, and usually in the densest spot of the MVP, somebody will use an echo. And I'm currently running an echo for 12 more minutes. But, I mean, maybe somebody else will use an echo. Exclusive spell. I like how you were describing this situation to soft harp music. Yeah, I like the soft harp music too. And I have returned with +1 MVP, +1 rune, and +1 green card. On my way to get +1 job advance. That boar just jumped over my whip thing. I'll have to like get a zoom in on that in the video. That was kind of cool, but also like, dang. That is a small chunk of EXP that I just missed out on. And I still didn't echo. Rumi is the real winner here. It's true. Exclusive spell. What it really means is exclusive from Rumi only. 56. We can go to Drake's. I wonder what the chances are of finding a Drake's channel right about now. I've had pretty good luck lately, but I'm also running a rune for 1 more minute. Probably worth my time to just play out the rune here and then go search for a Drake's channel, on the off chance that it takes like 30 seconds to find one. There go my echoes. Huh? Well, Mock's got the kitty card. Are you trying to time the kitty card so that like the last frame hits me or the first frame hits me? Last frame. That might be one of your issues. The buff applies to the first frame you pressed it. So like, if you are falling past me, if you activate it like when you're at your closest point to me, that's when it will pass me. It's hard to think of like a good example. If I had any party buffs, I would try to do that as like an example. Because the kitty card, it looks like the buff only gives it to me at the end. but it actually gives me the buff right at the start. And though there's a little stream delay, so you probably can't tell, I do call out the cards like before it shows it on screen. And knowing that, that's how I land some jank hitboxes on things that are above me. Because so long as the first frame of an attack hits something, no matter where I am, the rest of it will hit. So like while I'm falling, I can use this attack and it will hit the boar. Even though it totally looks like it doesn't hit, since the first frame hit, the attack goes through. And that's how I do all of this like jump attacks. It's because the first frame happens like really close to the ground. Because if I attack at my max height, it'll go over their heads. So I make sure that the first frame of the attack is really close to the ground so that it does not go over their heads. And then I can just soul eater this one. Please come back and do it. I cannot turn around. Does Echo and Guild skill stack? Oh, and Guild buff? Yes. I'm pretty sure Echo stacks with everything. I'm pretty sure Guild buff also stacks with everything, including other guild buffs. Well, the other guild buff, I should say. There's like greater guild buff and lesser guild buff, and they stack together. Say no more, it's shade time. But why is it shade time? Oh, right, we're moving to Drake's. We're moving to Drake's like a while ago. So, this map layout is ever so slightly unfortunate for second job Demon Slayer, because my Demon Lash does not hit that row right above me. If it did, it would be much nicer. However, I think third job might solve my problems, but we'll see about that when I get there. Also, I have a lot of points that I could be applying to. I'm not going to be using Chaos Lock that much, so if any skill doesn't get maxed, I'll leave it as Chaos Lock. So far in my series, I've yet to encounter a class that actually, like, fails to max a skill, which is nice. It seems like they've done away with that archaic thing of, like, you can't quite max all your skills. You don't have quite enough skill points to max them all. It'll leave you, like, 1 or 2 points short. That's what it used to do, but it seems like they've done away with that. You often find skills like this, like Outrage, that has a master level of 18, just specifically for that reason. Because you just don't get enough points to cleanly max. And authentic game crash. You can tell it's authentic MapleStory when it crashes. It's not a crash, it's additional difficulty. And I'm ready to cover the password. There we go.
Yes. I'm not gonna lie. Can you just bounce the other chat for just a second?
Wouldn't be Misty without some hands weaving. Yeah, look, it's time for a job quest. Dun 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 dun.
Don't you have headphones on?
Small child, you dare attack me? And there we go. Third job. Max out all these second job skills. Okay, so our next Demon Lash. Judgment. And I don't think I need Ravenstorm immediately. I kind of want Vortex of Doom just for the hitbox, but it won't especially do me a lot of good while playing in a party. One of these gives me attack speed, though. I have to figure out which one it is. Focus Fury. So I want a point in that. I think I'll put a point in Ravenstorm just in case. Because Ravenstorm, it just costs some fury, and it is an iframe that also heals you. Invincible while casting. The red Demon Lash. We have increased attack speed. And we have Judgment, which I like to put on spacebar, because that was just what I did when I was like 15. And that's just where I remember it being. Now, back to Drake's. I have returned. So yeah, you can see my Demon Lash does not cleanly hit that top row. Only the third hit of the combo hits the top row when I jump, which is not ideal. But I want to know if Judgment can hit that. It does not. That does pose a problem for us. But, wait. MVP at Occupied Dance Floor. That's mean. I can't make that. 83 attack. And there. Now can I one-shot them with Judgment? Very close. There's Max Fury, which gets me more Fury. So as you can see, my Fury bar is up to 90 now instead of 30. Black-Hearted Strength just gives me defense. So yeah, I think it's just Focus Fury. Because Insult to Injury is increased final damage against targets that are inflicted with either Stun, Bind, Freeze, Slow, or any other incapacitation status as it describes. So, for grinding, I won't really be doing that. Oh my gosh. What in tarnation is this minigame? I call it Dance Dance Revolution. Alright, here we go. More points into Focus Fury. Alright, with 17% final damage. Now how's this doing? Now it's guaranteed one shot. Here we go. See, now I actually have a skill that's worth my time to use. A Fury skill. So you can see my Fury draining. But every kill I get actually regenerates some Fury. So it doesn't actually waste that much. And also, Demon Lash regenerates just a lot of Fury. See, look at that. I landed one combo on a group of like 4 Drakes, and it just fully refilled my Fury bar. Oh, also, I can buffer him here, because I want that axe. Looks like as long as you hit 3 enemies, you have a net loss of 0 Demon Fury. Judgment costs 20 Fury. I don't actually know how much Fury each orb gives me. I feel like Fury only ever seems to come in like 5s. Leppington? That looks like a main. It's the OG Lep. Oh, Inferno Wolf. Let me just put 1 point in here and 1 point into Carrion Breath. Carrion Breath is much like Soul Eater. You just hold the skill down and it deals damage. Now unfortunately, I'm taking a lot of damage. So I'm just gonna sit back and let other people deal damage. And come back in with Ravenstorm to regen some health. I'm just waiting for the full circle to come back, because the funny thing is that Judgment is strong. It's strong right now only because the third hit of my Demon Lash does not quite kill mobs. But once the third hit of my Demon Lash can kill mobs again, it will be more worth it for me to do this from the second row. Which, I think that might be now, actually. Yeah. See, now I only have to move between 2 platforms. Did I just hear ceremonial daggers out in the other room? Frost does not play Risk of Rain. I thought he was playing D&D. Also, I want to try putting a point into Vortex of Doom to see if I can one-shot with this. Yes, I can. Vortex of Doom is what I like to call a chain skill, because saying pull always seems to raise question marks. And what I mean by that is it just pulls monsters closer to you. And it's slightly different from a vacuum skill, but pulls and vacuums are very similar and they're meant to do the same thing. How's Cloud Park looking? Cloud Park is looking pretty good right now. Yeah, I think I would enjoy taking this rune and going to Cloud Park. So, Cloud Park. Oh, this map is actually much nicer for Judgment, because it wipes out these ramps really nicely. Yeah, I play exclusively on Reboot. I think the trick as to like which server you should play on is just the type of income that you consider to be like more expendable. Because like if you are like me and you think that mesos are more expendable, like I can go grind for a few hours in Maple and make some mesos and spend mesos. Reboot is the server for you. But if you have like a 9-to-5 job, like in med school or something, and you make a lot of money, med school, law school, I don't know, one of those jobs that I can think of that makes a lot of money probably, then dollars are probably the more expendable income to you, since finding time to grind for mesos at that point is your few hours that you get in the day. It's easier to just like swipe the credit card and get some stuff than Reboot's probably not the server for you in that case. Medical students are in permanent death. Oh no. Possessed Aegis is defense. Max Fury is more Fury regen. Insult to Injury is extra damage against targets that survive being one-shot, essentially. And if I put all my points into Judgment, they won't. Then I'll start putting points into Max Fury. Naruto hand signs. You better believe I did that when I was in middle school. That's like the only one that I really remember by heart. The fireball jutsu. Are you speedrunning Demon Slayer to 120? Kinda, yeah. There's a chance it could be done in one day. A chance. Level 117 next stream. Okay, I need 3 levels. This might take a while. And I'm done. Goodbye, everyone. Also, if you see those random, like, little level ups that I get that make me sparkle, it's because, for whatever reason, when you're playing a demon, either Demon Slayer or Demon Avenger, the secondary weapon levels up. It has growth EXP. I love the smack sound effect for Judgment. It's not all that fitting, but, like, it does feel nice. It's a satisfying smack noise. I kind of wonder if they should switch the sound effect for Judgment and Dark Thrust. Because Dark Thrust has like a very like whippy slashing sound. And Judgment has like a very like punch pound sound. Saying this now, please use your 2x coupon zakum. Oh my gosh, I certainly hope I remember. Don't let me forget. 10 seconds too late on Thunderbreaker. I can't believe I made that mistake on Thunderbreaker. Like, after I had just made the mistake on Phantom, and then I made it again on Thunderbreaker, and I just felt so dumb. I kind of want to go to Desert of Serenity, but also, this map is just really nice for Demon Slayer, with just how many mobs there are, and, like, the hitbox of Judgment working on ramps like this. Also, you like how healthy I'm staying? Despite how I'm not using any potions and I'm not doing a lot about my health, I'm staying pretty healthy. Most of these other skills that I have not put points into are defense buffs. So I'm gonna max Insult to Injury. So when I'm attacking a monster that's under a status effect, I gain 15% damage and 15% crit rate on it. Let's max Possessed Aegis. So now, when attacked, there's a 30% chance I just don't take damage. And it's flavored as a guard on this character. And on successful guard, I regenerate 3% of max HP and 5 Fury. And what's more, there's Black-Hearted Strength, which I can't quite max right now, but you can see the max level is increased defense by 100%. It's literally just double your defense stat, and it's a passive. So now when the cats do touch me, they do very little damage to me, which just makes Vengeance all the more funny as a skill. I think the big reason why I even keep Vengeance hotkeyed at all is because I like that it covers the sound file for booster. I'm kind of on the fence about Demon Slayer's voice lines, because I kind of like them, but some of them I kind of don't, and I feel like for most characters, the booster skill, for whatever reason, just like never has good voice lines. Lend Me the Speed of Night does not sound appealing to me, and neither does Must Be Faster. An alien friend has appeared. That's kind of the trade-off that I'm thinking about right now, is that I have higher quiche and uptime here, because like the amount of mobs on this map is much higher than in Desert of Serenity. I'm probably getting like way diminishing returns on the EXP of these mobs though. Probably should head over to Desert of Serenity, but I think I'll wait until after my MVP runs out at least. We could go to that map in Megacia again, the one that we went to last time with the ghosts. That map is plenty big. It's the C2 Hidden Street. I can't remember the name of the map. Desert Research Labs C2 was in here. Yeah, this place. Now, can my judgment hit the top platform? It can't. That is a crime. Carrion Breath can't hit it either. Can Carrion hit the lower though? No, it can't. Oh, but Demon Lash can hit the top platform. Let's put some points into Carrion Breath, I guess. Forgot the password. I remember it ended in LEP8. I wonder if they'll have a new password for me today. Alright, the password is 432722. Remember that, yeah? So I'm gonna sell all of this stuff in preparation for me getting low 100 gear. Because I don't like to wear warrior overalls. Because that means I have to wear a warrior helmet. And I don't like warrior helmets. Now let's hit this 2x card. Now, do I take the rune now? Will it really be 10 minutes before zakum? Yeah, I think next rune is when I'll be zakum ready. Adele, you will be the DPS monster the world needs. I think this world has enough DPS monsters. There's no shortage of those. Which makes certain classes uniquely good at normal lucid, because they're able to spread a lot of lines to a lot of targets. And I believe Demon Slayer is actually really good at normal lucid for that reason, because of Demon Lash. It spreads a lot of lines across a lot of targets, and like all of Demon Slayer's 5th job hyper buffs are like great for mobbing. That and Demon Slayer doesn't have any like required movement when attacking, because characters that have required movements to attack do not do well in normal lucid phase 1, because if you accidentally run into a golem, they will smack you. They will smack you, it will stun you, it will push you back, and it will deal 50% of your max HP, and you will slide into another golem, and it will smack you on the other side of your body, and you will die instantly. And it's really embarrassing, and it's not fun, and it happens very often. I don't have to do zakum like right at level 100. I can just hunt like Rashes for a little while. Level 100 though. Sa. How's your training going? Good? Yes. Really? Are you sure? How's your training going? Good? Yes. Really? Are you sure? I hate this so much. This is the only quest in the game that I know of that does this. How's your training going? Good? No. Alright. Let's progress. I'm pretty sure that's like the only quest in the game where to accept it you have to hit no. Judgment. I know that skill too. X, 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 X. You don't scare me. Gosh, I love the animation of that skill. Dark Metamorphosis. Demon Impact. Infernal Concussion. It sounds like you've gotten your old powers back. A gift from Mastima. Gold Emblem. Dark Hero. A weapon. My rune cooldown is not quite up, but let's go to Rashes. And then there's fourth job. We have Demon Thrash. Demon Impact. Demon Cry. I think those are the three skills I want. Thrash, Impact, and Cry. Infernal Concussion is kinda good. I guess I don't need Demon Thrash. So yeah, I'll get Impact, Cry, and Concussion. So, Demon Cry has a lot of text, but don't worry, I can kind of simplify it for you. But I'm gonna get to that last. Starting with Demon Impact, which is just the fourth job bossing skill. But this one, instead of hitting one target, hits 4 targets. And it's this forward stab and does a lot of damage. And its attack speed is quite fast, and it consumes 8 fury. Long ago, this skill used to consume 30 fury, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, let me just sit here and stab this. And when I run out of fury, I just use the Demon Lash to get my fury back and stab more. Ruin the entrance to the Sky Nest. What am I not going to forget? A 2x card. It's currently running. Ah, there it is. Yeah, so Infernal Concussion is the mobbing skill, which I'll be using a lot for Zakum. This skill is quite nice. And then the last skill, which is this one that has a lot of stuff, it hits 15 targets, I believe. Yeah, hits 15 targets and it puts a debuff on them. And the debuff lowers their attack and defense and increases the amount of experience they give. Although Demon Cry has this weird cooldown that is 14 seconds but reduced to 7 if and only if Boundless Rage is active. So let's go Zakum. Funny arm man. Let's see, offering for normal Zakum. We have MVP Rune Holy Symbol 2x card. Yeah, we're ready. So I'll start to the Demon Cry to debuff everything. And then Infernal Concussion. How did that hit? So, instead of being 112 or 106, I instead chose the option for 103 and a side of missing out on MVP rune and 2 times. Well, we do make our choices in life. And this one is a very unfortunate choice. So, back to Rashes, I suppose. Yeah, it was a planned trick to ensure that I'll get another stream on Thursday for Demon Slayer content. Well, this sucks. Good point. Demon Thrash. Boundless Rage. Point Barricade Mastery for 21 attack. I think 9 in a Dark Metamorphosis, I guess. Well, now I'm sad. Dark Metamorphosis, another iframe, yes. Demon Slayer gets 2 of them. So yeah. I got Dark Metamorphosis, which is a buff that gives just damage percent, as well as it gives these weird orbs that orbit me and also deal damage. And they're capable of killing, which is nice. And, on top of that, the buff is an iframe on activation. So if you worry that something is coming to attack you, you just activate Dark Metamorphosis and you will live through it. And then if there's another thing coming at you, use Ravenstorm. You iframe that too. And then there's Boundless Rage. And Boundless Rage just says, for a small amount of time, all fury costs are 0. Looks like duration 30 seconds, long cooldown. And if you remember, Demon Cry says that its cooldown is halved during Boundless Rage. 7 seconds still feels like a long time. Might Infernal Concussion hit there? It can. Boundless Rage is kind of like... It's kind of meh for training. But it's really important on bosses. I'm sad. Not gonna lie, I feel really bad about dying to zakum there. I was so sure Demon Slayer was the one, but I was pretty hard stuck in an animation for Infernal Concussion. It's still a fairly slow animation, and it has an HP cost, which is probably what lowered my health just low enough for the zakum hand to kill me. Then again, I guess all the skills have an HP cost. Maybe not? I'm gonna use some sad music for the montage. This layout is quite nice for Demon Slayer. always start with the speed of which the character went, and Demon Slayer definitely would have broken the record had I not died to zakum. Had I not died to zakum on Tuesday, this would have been a 3-hour speed run done, for sure. So far, the fastest I've ever completed a character was like 4 hours, and I think that was Alien. But Demon Slayer was really fast, except for that one slip up. Which, as you saw, I could have easily fixed it with another 35 minutes. So technically, this is finished in 3 hours and 35 minutes, which still makes it the fastest character that I've done. So yeah, really fast, really fun. Love Demon Slayer. So I guess it's time to clean this character out. The legend returns. He's here to do a flip. But first I need to open some bags. And then go free market. And then hotkeys and mesos. Oh yeah, now we can check on the Empress blessing that we got from Thunderbreaker. The flat 30 attack. Oh, cool. The Thunderbreaker also gives Blessing of the Fairy because it's level 150, which is the highest level on the account. I actually didn't know Cygnus Knight could do that. But from Demon Slayer, we now have 15% boss damage. But alas, the Legion sucks. Abnormal status resistance is even worse than flat intelligence. We are currently running the 9 attack buff from Thunderbreaker. 9 attack link skill. It's not that good, but it fills a slot, right? Back to Genesis we go. Gosh, I love Demon Slayer's flight. Character slot expansion. And done. You will be missed, Demon Slayer. You will be missed. You will be missed. We come back with Luminous. Luminous is a mage, but it's my favorite mage. So that's like the top of the bottom.